Hi guys, with the local elections taking place in just a few days' time, along with a by-election in a constituency called Runcorn, a seat which is up for grabs following the Labour MP punching a constituent. Now the party currently have a majority in Runcorn of almost 15,000, which under normal circumstances would be pretty safe. However, due to deeply unpopular policies like changes to benefits and the rise of reform, our voters are going to come out in support of Labour. The Telegraph sent a reporter to the area to get a general feeling, and what he heard doesn't bode well for the government.
I think people in general are just struggling to make ends meet at the moment. We have definitely had an increase in people using our pantries. People from all walks of life as well. You know, we can have people in that are on benefits and people that work full time.
Is this the first time you've used?
First time I've been here, yeah.
First time you've been here?
Yeah. Probably a year I've been coming here for. Mostly because I like it, it gives me company, but more and more lately because I need it.
We're talking to people about the by-election here.
I shall be voting Reform.
I'm probably going to vote Labour, but I am going to find it difficult. I'm disabled and they're cutting all the benefits back.
It's a case of trying to give Labour a bloody nose more than anything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't vote for Farage because I think it's a slug.
Do you trust them to run things in Runcorn?
Not really, no. What I'm hoping is they will put the effort in because it'll be one of their first seats.
I feel Labour have let people down, but then again, all the alternatives are just as bad.
Oh my goodness, okay. So there are two problems here. First of all, you have this voter here who used to vote for Labour, I believe, and now he's going to vote for Reform because he wants to punish the government. Or he used to vote for another party, but he wants to vote for Reform this time because he wants to punish the government. Now, it would be better for this guy to stay at home or to spoil his ballot than to vote for Reform, because Reform are not going to improve his life. Nigel Farage has instructed his party recently to vote against policies that would strengthen worker protections. Nigel Farage is a former city trader who's rubbed shoulders with the richest people in the world, literally the richest people in the world. He's not a man of the people. He doesn't spend time in his constituency. He's supposed to be doing surgeries for his constituents, and he doesn't seem to be doing that and coming up with ridiculous reasons why he won't do that. He spends more time out of his constituency than in it. It's just about power. He doesn't care about doing the job as an MP. He earns more money on GB News than he does as an MP. So his focus is more on that. I understand people are angry, but giving the government a bloody nose by voting for Reform will just make the situation worse. Now, the other voter is also another problem because he has said, look, I've voted for Labour. I'm going to vote for Labour this time, not because I'm enthusiastic about them, but, you know, the alternative is terrible, Reform. I'm not going to vote for Reform. I'm going to vote for Labour. But I'm not happy with what they're doing. Now, Labour's response to all of this is to put out attack campaigns against the Conservatives and Reform, but not running on their record. Why are they doing that? They're trying to discourage people from voting for Reform. They're trying to discourage people from voting for the Tories, but not saying why people should vote for them. And this is a massive problem. Because if you think you're doing the right thing, then you should be able to sell that to the public, not selling, don't vote for the other guy. And I hope that this seat doesn't go to Reform, because it would just be another waste of an MP. Because Reform MPs are not there to serve their constituents, they're there to serve Nigel Farage. And Nigel Farage just wants power, or he wants influence. And of course he wants to push politics to the right in order to lower taxes, remove regulations, strip away protections for workers. That's his goal. That's the goal of the people backing Nigel Farage. the multimillionaires and billionaires. They want to see Britain cut public services, funnel more money into the private sector, funnel more money into the pockets of the rich, and to hell with the consequences. And the consequence, of course, will be fewer protections for workers, cuts to benefits, and a more privatised NHS. I'm not looking at the polling, because we've seen over the last number of months and years how Reform and the Brexit Party have underperformed when it came to many polls. But it's not looking good for the government, both for this by-election and for the local elections. And unfortunately, I think this attempt to just paint the Reform Party and the Conservatives as terrible is not good enough.